Hello everybody, my name is Connor and I am here with Red Green Oden versus Green Purple Luffy. Real quick, sorry for the weird camera, I didn't like the way it was sitting. I wanted it in the middle of the screen, so I'm trying something new. So anyway, we are going to go ahead, start off first and pass turn to Green Purple Luffy. My buddy Can on the Green Purple Luffy. The man is something fierce. And it's always really nice to play against him because he will take the time to talk over the game afterwards, which honestly, shout out to my opponent. So we're going to go ahead and swing the 6. My opponent's going to go ahead and take it. We are just going to tap 2 for the Rosinante. Feeling pretty okay with the hand we have. This is the older Oden list I was running. This is from about last week by the time you guys saw this. And yeah, I don't know. Hody feels okay, but we do end up taking the first life and getting a Hiyori. Hiyori is such a good way to start the game. And we have that 5-cost double attack banish Yamato, and I'm thinking that this is going to be really useful into this matchup. So we're going to go ahead, draw for turn, drawing into the 6-cost Yamato, which also going to be really useful for this matchup, I feel. And now we're going to go ahead and look at what we got. I think we are going to Hiyori into Yamato here. Potentially. No, I guess we need to Hiyori into Yamato to get the 6k leader. So trashing the Yamato, or excuse me, trashing Hiyori, playing Yamato, and drawing into a Rosinante there. And then my leader gets plus 1,000. He's going to be a 6k leader for the rest of the turn, and my opponent is already down to 2 life, so I am feeling really good here. I know that Yamato is about to apply a lot of pressure because I'm hoping my opponent is bricked up. I feel like a lot of Green Purple Luffys are pretty bricked up, so hopefully my opponent is as well. But he does end up getting the Sanji and playing the Sanji and putting to leader ability, get that Dawn back, buffing his leader to 6k, and look at that, just like that, he's got 4 active Dawn after playing a 5-cost. That's crazy, dude. That is insane. It's so annoying. Definitely not enjoying how easy it is for this deck to restand its Dawn, but I definitely do feel like Green Purple Luffy is beatable. I think it's good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's as unstoppable as it may seem. So I am definitely a little scared, though. That is 4 Dawn, and he's got 2 bodies. I do thankfully have a Rosinante, so at least I could block one of those. Stage is going to come down. He's going to go ahead and draw a card off of that stage. His hand, he's got a light novel over there, I think is what he said when I asked him if he had a book over there at one point in this game. Purple Green Luffys, though, they always have a novel, I feel. But 3 remaining Dawn, trying to see what he's going to do. Going to go ahead, swing the 7 with Zoro. Definitely not as easy to get out of as I'd like it to be, but we are going to go ahead, give him the Tashigi there. Tashigi really good in this deck. Another 7 at lead, we're going to go ahead and take, getting another Hiyori, so that's great. I really wish that Hiyori could play out that 6-cost Yamato, that'd be brutal. But speaking of Yamato, we do draw into another 5-cost Yamato. I'm thinking here is a good opportunity to Hiyori again, potentially Hiyori to play down the Ryuma, drawing a card, and there I am just making sure you didn't use stage effect, right? And he's like, no, I didn't. So, yep, we're going to go ahead, Hiyori into Ryuma, pop the Zoro, and draw a card, drawing into the 2k Izo. That's pretty good there. And now we're going to go ahead, swing 7 with double attack banish Yamato. This is going to force a lot of cards out of his hand or a Gum Gum Giant. And never mind, he is a 6k leader. It's going to force a 2k. I remember these things. 7, 8 coming at lead, and he'll go ahead and take that. I'm feeling really good at this point. He's at 1 life already. I'm feeling like I've finally got this. I don't know. I think that Can is my opponent Very, very good player. I think he's one of the people I have yet to beat, and I've been playing with him for about 2 years. So, really talented player, honestly. Used to play the black, yellow Luffy. Now on Luffy, but different color. But, yeah, always, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the One Piece TCG community is so nice and welcoming and always willing to... I don't know, I just haven't had a bad experience really in the One Piece TCG community, and I think that is wonderful. What's not wonderful is that my opponent is going to swing into my Yamato, and this is potentially where my downfall begins. I definitely want another set of eyes on this, which is part of the reason we're going over this. I don't know if this game is very exciting to watch or good to watch, especially with this camera angle, but I'm going to go ahead and dump 2 cards to save Yamato. Is that the play? The critics are still out. I don't think it was the play, especially because I had another Yamato in hand. I could have had them, you know, put all this pressure into removing it and just played another one down. I think that probably would have been a better play, but... leader ability gonna go off with the Sanji, 2 Sanji inputtings on the field. So annoying. Sanji inputting, the bane of my existence. Yep, look at that. 2 Dawn back. There was a couple points at this game where I don't think could do certain things because we were at the same amount of Dawn. And I was like, dang, dude, that sucks for, I don't know who it sucks for more, me or you. It is tough, but yeah, definitely, I just felt like in this game, Hody was kind of a brick, and honestly, like, I don't know, in Oden, in at least this list, I wasn't feeling him. I did drop him down to 2, and that feels a little better, but my opponent is going to go ahead, swing 6 into Yamato, and I'm kind of out of counter here, so, got 4 cards in hand. I could block, but there's probably something else coming. Realistically, I think I should have just let it go, but yeah, you see me thinking about it. I'm gonna do it, I think, and that, I think, is overkill. Yeah, I go ahead and give him 2 2Ks there, getting rid of my new one, and now I have 2 bricks in hand. I don't know, I think that potentially was some poor decision making there. I did want to continue to apply that pressure, but realistically I just don't think it was worth it, especially because I had my other Yamato in hand. So and there's another Sanji and pudding, so this man saw 3 Sanjis and puddings, and I don't have much to remove them, so that's a bummer. Let's see, I don't know, I really feel like over countering for that Yamato is pretty bad, and I think potentially just splitting. I know he's got Gum Gum up, but if I swung, but look at his hand, that stack he just put down in his hand, so I'm hoping they're all bricks, but I don't know, this is definitely, it's tough, it is tough. So I think here I am going to play out the 6 cost Yamato, but we'll go ahead, swing 8 into his 6k lead, hoping to get something out. I think realistically I probably should have just spread my Dawn across the 3 attacking bodies I had and swung face. I think that might have been better than playing Yamato, because here we're going to get the 2k in Usohachi, as well as the 1k, I believe, in Frankie. So I'm going to go ahead and give them 6 there. Yeah, I think, well, I don't hate the Yamato play. I think that if I had more cards in hand, yeah, I feel like I should just let him go. So 1k going out of his brick there, his light novel. Gonna activate main to give the Rested Dawn to Yamato. I do know it's an activate main. I always say it, but yeah, so 6 coming at lead. I think Yamato's a 6. Now I'm wondering if she's a 7. 6, he's going to go ahead and take that. And the 8 here, I'm pretty sure he's going to have Gum Gum, and I am in a scary spot here. So Gonna go ahead, swing the 8, and actually get an Usohachi here. So, that's one less Usohachi he can use against me, which is good. But yeah, I wonder if going and splitting, like going pretty big with the 3 bodies I have, would have been a better option. So here we've got 2 in hand, 6k swing or 7k swing. I'm gonna go ahead and take it, getting a 2k in the Otama. That is pretty nice. Now I'm in that weird spot though where it's like this is the hardest part, is do I counter out or do I take? I think I'm cooked regardless of what I do here, but yeah, and I think that I just kind of really set myself up for failure. So we are gonna Rad Beam, making us a 6k or a 7k lead, which is super nice. I think this is the second game we got Rad Beam out of life, as one of our later lives too, which is crazy. And yeah, I've got 1k in hand, so yeah, and you guys know what is about to happen here. He is gonna play the Rush Luffy, and yeah, with leader ability, like if he didn't have leader ability and he wasn't able to restand so much Dawn, maybe if I played it right I could live, but he just got all his Dawn back, so I'm definitely cooked. He just, like, that's crazy, dude. Sanjay Pudding, so good. Yeah, at this point, I'm like, this is the end of my demise. This is my demise. He's gonna swing again, and that is game. So I definitely do feel like my major blunder was over countering for that Yamato. Potentially playing the 6-cost Yamato was the second blunder, but yeah, over countering for that Yamato, major blunder there. But hey, you know, it happens. I'm still, I don't know, controlling my board or knowing when to counter and when to let go, I think I'm getting better at, but it's still something that I struggle with. So we're learning. That's what we do here, is we learn. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.